Good morning, dear students. How are all of you? I hope all of you are fine and safe at your homes. So, dear students, yesterday we revised the topic noun. Today we will be starting another topic, that is articles. We will do revision for the articles today. I hope all of you know what are articles. So articles, like we discussed in our previous video also, articles are used before the nouns. They play the role of adjectives. Okay, so we will be discussing about the articles today. Let's see. So as I said, articles are used before the nouns. So we can categorize articles in two categories: indefinite article and definite article. So we have two types of articles, indefinite and definite articles. Under indefinite articles, we can include a and an, right? So which give us the sense of uncertainty. Where do we use a and an? A and an is used before those nouns which give us the sense of uncertainty, means when we are not sure about which particular thing, place or a person we are talking, right? For example, a pen, a dog, a car and owl. Okay? So these can be said as indefinite articles. Now a and an, we have two types of indefinite articles. Where do we use a and where do we use an? I will be sharing that also with you. So an, you must have studied before also. Where do we use an? Before the vowel sounds. So an is used before those nouns which give us the vowel sounds, or those nouns which start with the letter which is giving us the vowel sound. So which are 5 vowels? A, E, I, O, U, right? So whenever we get sound of these letters like a, e, u, whenever we are getting these sounds, we will use an. For example, let's see here, an eagle. Here E is the vowel. It is also giving us the sound of a vowel. So we have used an here. Same way here in second word, here we have aeroplane. Aeroplane starts with the letter A. A is a vowel and it is giving us the sound of vowel as well. So we are using here an. Then there are many other exceptional cases also, like sometimes we talk about any honest person. In honest word we are using H, right? But it is giving us the sound of a vowel A, honest. So we will be using an with that. I will be sharing that also, that information also with you. Okay. Now let's see, where do we use A? A is used before those nouns which give us the consonant sounds. Okay, those nouns which start with the consonant letters, like here I have taken some examples. A cat. Now cat, you can see C-A-T. C is giving us the sound of K. K. K is not a vowel sound. K is a consonant sound, right? Same way here, house. H is a consonant and it is also giving us the sound of a consonant. So we have used a in front of house. Then same way here we have girl. Girl, G. G is giving us the girl sound. Girl is not a vowel sound. So we have used A here, right? So I hope it is clear to you, right? So where do we use A? Where do we use an? We need to see the sounds. We need to pronounce those words. We need to check the pronunciation of those nouns, right? If we will be getting the vowel sounds, we will be using an. If we will get the consonant sounds, we will be using A. Okay. Now next article is definite articles. These were the indefinite articles. Okay, indefinite itself says when we are not sure about what we are talking. Okay, then comes the definite article. Definite means sure. When we are sure about what we are talking here. So there are few situations where we can use definite article. So let me tell you, definite article is the. So this the word is the definite article. Okay. Now there are certain situations where we can use definite article. Now first one is when we get the sense of certainty, means it is used before those nouns which give us the sense of certainty, means surety, when we are sure about what we are talking. Okay. Then it is used before those nouns which are already mentioned somewhere when we have started any discussion or when we are writing something and we are talking about that noun in between that writing topic, or we are discussing something and that noun is already mentioned in the beginning, right? And we are again talking about that same noun. In that case also we use the in front of that. Okay, already mentioned. For example, suppose I have spoken about some particular cat and that cat is black in color, so I would say the cat is black. Normally we use a in front of a before the cat because it is giving us the consonant sound, but here I am talking about some particular cat about which somewhere it is already mentioned, so I have used here the cat is black, and this is that particular cat whose color is black. Okay, I am talking about that cat whose color is black, so I have used the here. Okay, then next, where do we use the? Before the nouns that are unique, means that are unique to everyone, that are only one in this whole universe, and that are not similar to anything else in this universe. For example, the sun, the moon. Okay, everybody knows the sun. Sun is a unique word and sun is a unique part of the universe. So we have used the here. Then moon is unique, we have used the. Then there are many other certain things which are unique, which exist in the universe, so we will use the with that. Okay. Then superlative adjectives. You all must be aware of the degrees of adjectives: positive, comparative and superlative. It is the highest degree, the third degree of adjective, which describes the noun in the highest degree, we can say. So what example I have taken here? She cooks the best food. Okay, so this is the superlative degree: best, good, better, best. So with the superlative degree we always use the. Here we have used the article. Okay. Then before adjectives used as nouns. Sometimes in these sentences some adjective words are used as nouns. How? I have taken one example here. The duty of the strong is to help the weak. Now here I have taken strong as a noun here. The duty of the strong. Whose duty? Strong. Strong is not adjective here, but it is used as a, it is playing the role of a noun. So we have used the article the in front of it. Okay. The duty of the strong is to help the weak. Same way weak is, otherwise it is adjective, but here it is playing the role of a noun. So I have used the article the. Clear? Then with proper nouns, sometimes in some situations we don't use any article with proper nouns, but there are situations, there are such nouns in front of which we can use the article, like before the names of the countries, oceans, and there are many other things. For example, the Indian Ocean. Okay, then the Taj Mahal, right? Clear? I hope it is clear to you. Where do we use the? Where do we use a and? Clear? Then there are few exceptions in the usage of articles. Like what are those exceptions? Like sometimes some consonants can give us the sound of vowels and some vowels can give us the sound of the consonants. Let's see how. And can be used with the consonants that give the vowel sound. There are many such letters which are consonants, but when we pronounce them, they give us the vowel sound. For example, and R. Now here H is a consonant, but when we pronounce it R, it gives us the sound of vowel, right? So we will use and here. Same way here, an honest girl. So here H is again consonant, but it is giving us the vowel sound. We will use and. So there are many more other letters also which I will be sharing with you in my revision assignment, and I hope you will be able to do that. Then here A can be used before the noun starting with vowels but give the sound of consonants. So we can use A article before the nouns which are giving us the sound of consonants that we already know, but they are actually vowels. Vowels when give us the sound of the consonants, we can use A in front of them. For example, a 1 rupee coin, here 1 O. O is a vowel, we know. A, E, I, O, U. O is a vowel. But when we are pronouncing this word, a 1 rupee coin, 1 V, we are getting V sound. We are not getting a, E, O, sound. We are getting V sound. We are not getting a sound or O sound. So here we have used A article. Okay. Then here a European man. Now here EU. EU, whenever EU comes together, it gives us the sound of European. Y sound we can say. Y is a consonant, E is a vowel, but Y, the sound which we are getting, that is Y sound, European. So A is a, we will use A before this word. Okay. Then a unique dress. Here U is again vowel. Okay, but it is here not giving us the sound of vowel, it is giving us the sound of a consonant, a unique y sound we are getting here. We are not getting a sound. Okay, so it's very simple. You need to check the sounds of the words or of the letters with which that noun begins, right? So according to that, we have to implement this rule, whether we have to use an or a. Clear? I hope I am clear here. Then indefinite articles are only used with singular nouns. Now what is the usage of articles where we can use indefinite articles? There are certain points which we need to remember while solving this exercise, while using the articles. Now first point is indefinite articles are only used with singular nouns. Singular nouns, okay, A or an we cannot use with the plurals. Clear? Then for plural nouns we can use the, and somewhere we can omit the article. There is no need to use any article with plurals, but in some cases we can use the. Then with uncountable nouns we don't use any article. Like here I have taken one example. Pass me a water. Water is uncountable. We never say pass me a water. This is wrong. Okay. So how we can say pass me a glass of water. So water is uncountable, but glasses we can count. So we have used a article here. So the basic motive is to explain you that with uncountable nouns we don't use any articles. With countable nouns we can use. Okay. Then we don't use articles where we need to omit the articles. I have written down the points here where we don't use articles before the abstract nouns. Okay, then uncountable nouns and proper nouns. So these are few scenarios where we don't need to use any article. For example, I have taken example here. We were full of wisdom. Now wisdom is abstract noun. There is no need to write any article here in front of wisdom. Okay. Then she does not add sugar to her tea. Now here two nouns are sugar and another is tea. Now we have not used any article before sugar. Sugar is uncountable, tea is uncountable, okay? So there is no need to add any article here, right? So I hope you have understood the articles. We have revised the topic article. Let's take a quick recap. Articles are those words which are used before the nouns, okay? They play the role of an adjective, right? So we have two types of articles, definite and indefinite articles. Indefinite articles, a and an. Definite articles, the. Where do we use indefinite articles? When we are not sure about which particular noun, thing, place we are talking, right? Definite articles, when we are sure about the nouns, when something is already mentioned before the superlative degrees with the proper nouns, or when the adjectives are used as nouns. And the very important thing which you need to take care of is about the pronunciation, about the sounds of the first letter of the noun. First letter, remember this thing which I am saying to you, the very first letter of the noun. Like here first letter is E, here first letter is A, this is an eagle. Why we have used an? Because it's giving us the vowel sound. Vowels are A, E, I, O, U. We have 5 vowels, right? Now here first letter is A. A is again vowel and it is giving us the sound of vowel also. So we have used an. Then consonant sounds. K, H, G. All these are consonant sound. First letter. Again first letter you need to see cat, house, girl, the. So we have used A in front of it. The I have told you, and the is one important point which I missed with the nationalities. Nationalities like the British, the Indian. Okay. So then examples I have taken, you can go through them. You can watch the video again and again. Exceptions I have told you. When some consonants give us the vowel sounds and some vowels give us the consonant sounds, accordingly we have to use it. And can be used with some consonant letters also, but the condition is they should give us the vowel sound when we are pronouncing them, like an R, an honest girl. Same way A can be used before the nouns with the vowels but giving us the sound of the consonants, okay? Like a 1 rupee coin, a European, a unique dress, and there are many more examples, right? Then where we can't use the articles and where we need to use them, indefinite articles are only used with singular nouns. For plural nouns we can use the, and uncountable nouns we don't use any article. I have taken example here. And another scenarios where we need not to use any article is before the abstract noun, uncountable nouns and proper nouns. So dear students, I hope you have understood the articles now, and I will be sharing the worksheet, revision worksheet for the articles, and we will get back soon. Have a good day. Thank you.